I'm PokeMark. You may remember me from such YouTube videos as which UK supermarket is the very best for Pokemon cards, and that's probably it, to be honest. I haven't uploaded in a while. It's probably been 2-3 months, maybe even longer. And I wanted to make a quick video and sort of explain why. And firstly, to apologise. I know I don't owe anybody anything, but I feel like I did sort of promise the world with these series and then just drop off the face of the planet. So anybody that was invested in the where is the best type of shop for Pokemon cards, I'm really sorry that I left you hanging. I've had a couple of months to kind of reflect on what I want to do with YouTube. I think it's really important that I tell you that I loved and still love doing this. And I didn't want to just stop uploading to YouTube. It just kind of happened that way. I am so grateful for all the comments, all the likes, all the views, the regular names that I'd see pop up on every video that I knew were watching every week. It always made my day to see those people comment, and new people as well. And I think a big part of what almost ruined YouTube for me was my own perfectionism. I wanted to have these series with episode numbers and, you know, neat tournament arcs and all of that, when really I should have just been having fun opening Pokemon cards. And I think it was my own sort of desire to have this kind of perfect channel that was my downfall in the end. But what I need to remember is that within 6 months, I was able to go from 0 subscribers to over 2,000 and to become a YouTube partner within that amount of time. And not a lot of people manage to do that. So I think I need to practice more gratitude and be a bit more aware of how lucky I am that that happened so quickly, and not always be reaching and pushing for the next thing, and stop being such a perfectionist in that regard, I suppose. Another reason why it became difficult to upload was the sheer cost of buying Pokemon cards every week. I buy Pokemon cards a lot anyway, and I have done all my life, but not quite at that volume, that regularly, and that became quite a bit of a strain. And I also changed jobs as well during that, so my focus shifted to that too, and my energy shifted to, obviously with a new job you need to put some effort in. So there were a few things kind of stacked against me around the sort of time that I was uploading my last couple of videos. Another thing that I've struggled with a little bit, obviously if you've watched many of my videos, you'll know that I'm very open about my mental health. And you'll know that for me, and I know that for a lot of you, it's a bit of a juggling act a lot of the time. And sometimes you have to drop a ball. And that's kind of just the way it is. I do have diagnosed ADHD. And one of my symptoms, I have lots of very impactful symptoms that kind of really shape my life. But one of my kind of slightly different symptoms that's only really impacted this is that I can't love one thing, like Pokemon, for too long. Something else will creep up and I'll suddenly be into that and I'll be all about that and things like that. So I was, you know, deep into Pokemon and Pokemon card hyperfixation for a long time, and eventually it fizzled out. And don't get me wrong, I love Pokemon. I'm, you know, it's been such a huge part of my life for such a long time, but I'm not always in a Pokemon hyper focus or hyper fixation. Sometimes something else creeps in. So recently I've been rereading Dragon Ball Super, and I've been kind of into that side of things. So I have times where Digimon will rear its ugly head and decide that that's what I'm focused on. And, you know, there's lots of other kind of franchises that I can't seem to be in love with more than one of them at once. I kind of flick between them. Pokemon obviously comes back round in circles very, very often. So the motivation to make Pokemon content all the time when my heart was in something else at that particular moment was really tricky as well. So that's something else that I wanted to address. So I took a bit of time out, and I thought maybe I'd had a really great 6 months being a YouTube creator, and it was time to say, that was lovely, I enjoyed that, time to move on. But people in my life are doing amazing things on YouTube at the moment, and that's kind of happening around me, and they're talking to me about it. My brother, LukeyRead, has recently done a whole series where him and his friends went to a haunted house at the ancient Ram Inn, and it was just amazing, fun storytelling to watch them experience a haunted inn. My good friend Matt and his friend have started MPIR Gaming, a gaming channel where they're doing these kind of beautiful sort of immersive gaming experiences where you can kind of go to chill out, and it's lovely just to kind of pretend I'm in the cockpit of a McLaren Formula 1 car when I'm a bit stressed. And so seeing these people around me kind of, you know, building their own YouTube legacies made me think, no, actually, I still do want to do that. So all of that in one sort of brain pot, cauldron, that's what I was thinking of. It's time to change things up. So I will be coming back. I will be doing more regular videos. However, there is going to be a bit of a rebrand. It's still going to be PokeMark. However, I'm not just going to focus on Pokemon. I'm going to focus on whatever my heart wants me to focus on that week. And I can't tell you what that might be. But what I can tell you is that it will probably be nostalgic, something from the late 90s or the early noughties when I was at that most impressionable age. It'll probably be sort of like 90s boys nostalgia. You know, your Pokemons, your Digimons, your Dragon Ball Z, your Naruto, whatever sort of, you know, whatever comes to my mind, whatever I want to be involved with that week, I will be indulging in. So Pokemon won't be going away from the channel, it will just be joined. I'm expanding. It's not an end of a story, it's a beginning of a new one, a sort of a second season of PokeMark, where things are bigger and more unpredictable, and therefore probably a little bit more fun and affordable for me to keep up with. So I just wanted to say a massive thank you to everybody that has been involved in this channel this year. I started it at the sort of beginning of this year, late January, and it was an absolutely wild ride to get to 2,000 subscribers, and just had amazing fun. I got in my own head about it. I'm going to stay out of my own head about it now and have some fun. So, welcome to the brand new PokeMark. I have some unfinished business as well. I have an old video I filmed months ago where I opened every single pack from the Scarlet and Violet era of Pokemon. I'll make sure that's edited and uploaded sometime soon. In the meantime, make sure that you like, subscribe, comment down below what 90s nostalgic thing you want me to explore, and if I have a love for that thing too, then I will certainly think about it. But thank you so much for all your support. Thank you for those who have stuck by me in this time where I've been sort of a bit quiet, and I'm looking forward to getting things going again. Time to start indulging in some nostalgia.